Awesome, you guys are here, come in and let's get started. Colette decided to make us all interview ourselves like she did, so I guess that's what I am doing. So I have the questions here, let's get into it. It says, who are you and what is your role in the Illusions? Who am I? My name is Rumie. I was born into a Korean family, but Australia is where I was raised, where I learned how to listen, and how to become. I'm the daughter of Han Ji-won, a classical pianist who believed discipline was love, and Han Min-suk, a jazz saxophonist who taught me that rules are meant to be bent. So I grew up between structure and freedom, between sheet music and improvisation. I guess that's where everything started. I trained in classical dance and music from a young age, violin first, then piano, then saxophone when I wanted to rebel a little. But I don't think I ever chose music. I think it chose me. In the group, I'm the second lead vocalist, but that's just the title. My real role? I translate emotion into sound. I build the bridges between what we feel and what the audience hears. When something needs depth, or tension, or truth, that's where I come in. I don't always stand in the center. But I'm always in the music. So the next question asks, who is your favorite musical artist? My favorite musical artist? That's a dangerous question for someone like me. I was raised on the precision of Ludwig van Beethoven, the kind of music that demands everything from you, technically, emotionally, spiritually. But then there's Hiromi Uehara, and she doesn't just play the piano, she attacks it, like she's in conversation with something bigger than herself. And I admire Jacob Collier, the way he bends harmony, like rules don't apply to him. So I don't think I have just one favorite. I'm drawn to artists who understand structure well enough to break it beautifully. Because that's where the truth usually hides, in the unexpected note. The next thought is to describe myself in 3 words. 3. That feels limiting. But I'll try. Disciplined. I was raised in it. Classical training doesn't really give you a choice, you learn control before you ever earn freedom. Every note, every movement, intentional. Intuitive. Because eventually, you have to let go of all that control. The best music I've ever made didn't come from thinking, it came from feeling. From trusting something I couldn't always explain. Unresolved. I don't think I'm meant to be finished. There's always another layer, another sound, another version of me that hasn't been discovered yet. And honestly, I hope there always is. Next, if you could collaborate with any artists living or dead, who would it be? If I could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, I think I'd have to choose 2. Someone from the past, and someone still shaping sound now. For the past, Frédéric Chopin. His music feels like controlled emotion. Every piece is delicate, but there's something restless underneath it, like it's always searching for something it can't quite reach. I'd want to sit in that space with him, and push it just a little further. And for someone living, it would have to be Bring Me the Horizon. Because they understand transformation. They don't stay in one sound, they evolve, constantly. I'd take Chopin's vulnerability, layer it with distortion, tension, something heavier, and let it break apart. Something beautiful, and a little dangerous. Then the final question, what is something the fans don't know about you? Something fans don't know about me. It may sound strange, but I don't always listen to music. Actually, sometimes I avoid it completely. When you're classically trained, music becomes everything. Structure, discipline, identity. It's always there, perfect, controlled, intentional. And sometimes, I don't want perfection. A little chaos would be nice sometimes. I'll sit in complete silence for hours. No piano, no violin, no playlists, nothing. Or I'll listen to things that aren't music at all, like train stations, conversations in crowded places, rain hitting metal. Unorganized sound. No expectations. It reminds me that not everything has to resolve, not everything has to be beautiful to be real. And strangely, that's usually when I come back and make my best music. So that's the entire interview. I got through it, no worries. It was a little unorthodox, but she'll be apples. Guess I am out of the woods. So I will pass the torch to Dominic. She will be interviewing herself in episode 3 of the Imagination Room with the Illusionz. If you got through this okay, go ahead and listen to our first track from our Ascension album Vol 1 of the Synth Nova Chronicles. See you next time.